Right, what is going on, team? Now today we're going to go through the pull-up, and specifically the kipping pull-up. Now I've done lots of demonstrations, if you look back at my YouTube, on strict pull-ups and what you should be doing, and I would love for you to get the ability to do a strict pull-up. But today we're going to go through kipping pull-ups and when we use these specifically. So essentially, we might do strength work at the start of a workout where you are doing strict reps, you're doing strict pull-ups. We might add a band if you are someone that needs that sort of support. But however, in a workout, in a CrossFit Metcon, in a finisher, in the Sculpt Academy, sometimes we can try and do pull-ups and you might want to go a little bit faster. So what we're going to do here is we're going to break the kipping pull-up down into 6 segments to try and see if you can break it down and get you doing some kipping pull-ups. Right, you're gonna rock down to the carpet with me. Now, one of the most underrated things that you have when it comes to the pull-up and doing the pull-up is actually having the core strength to keep your feet in front of your body. So what we're gonna do, and I want you to try and do maybe 3 30-second bursts of this, or build up to being able to do that, is the hollow hold. So it's an active body hollow hold. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna lie down flat on the floor, okay? If you've got a really big waistband, you might have to move it a little bit higher like me, okay? You're going to get your feet up nice and straight in this hollow dish position here. And you're going to have your hands above your head in the grip that you would do a pull-up with. Now, as you can see, because of my voice and how much it's straining right now, it's actually working my core. Now I'm going to do that one more time. I'm going to show you. And I want you to think about and try and focus in on my lower back. Now, if you are sitting on a chair, you would have that natural S curvature. I want you to try and eliminate the gap out of your lower back, and I want you to try and keep the back flat on the floor. That's going to engage your core, that's going to get you working, and it's going to build the capacity in your core to be able to help you transfer to doing kipping pull-ups. So, from here, if you look at my really tight top, if I pull it there, you see the gap there? Yeah, so from there you can see that natural gap. Now what I want you to do is lift your feet off the floor and eliminate that, okay? That is working my core there. If I rest my back off the floor, that's working all lower back and it's putting too much pressure there. So get in that position, nice flat back, make sure it's flat, hands above in the pull-up position, 30 seconds hold. So that's gonna be the first thing that I want you to do 3 times through, or at least build the capacity 3 times through that you can do. 3 30-second hollow holds, and then we're going to move on to number 2. So the second progression to you doing kipping pull-ups is going to be a dead hang, okay? And what I want you to think about is you are not just hanging out on a bar. You're trying to think about being in the exact position that you'd want to be doing pull-ups in. Okay, so about shoulder width, maybe a touch wider. Now from there, okay, you're going to build grip strength. You're going to hang on the bar, but you're going to have your feet out in front. If you remember what that's like, the hollow holds, what we've just done. And again, you're keeping that hollow body position. So if you're from the side, you can see my body is a bit like a dish position here. And what I'm doing is, I'm keeping active shoulders, I'm keeping my core engaged. It's not here, it's not hanging around. I'm not putting them there. You see people do that in the gym. If you want to get really good, get a strong core while being strong in your lats to pull overhead, you should be in this position here. So, keep it nice and tight, keeping your core engaged, keeping active shoulders overhead. I want you to build the capacity of being able to do 3 sets of 30 seconds of a dead hang after that. Okay, so we'll start people with a hollow body hold, get their abs engaged, then a little bit of grip strength and a little bit of abs. That is your second progression. Right, the third progression we're going to do is going to be scapular pulls, scap pulls. Now your best friend here is going to be one, the chalk. Okay, because if you can, you want to use this, especially if you've got a nasty rig like we do. It's quite harsh on the hands. And your second best friend is going to be Joe, because he's going to show you this movement behind the camera to the side. So I'm going to look like I'm pretty much doing nothing here. Okay, so from here, I am just hanging out on the bar. But from this position, you're going to see this little scapular retraction. Pulling up, letting my head come back through. Pulling up, engaging my lats, and coming back through. Pulling up, pulling back. And all I'm doing there is, I'm using this little retraction from being here to engage my lats. So from this position here, I'm just pulling my body back and I'm maintaining that hollow hold that you've done at the start. So I'll do it one more time through. You're going to jump onto the bar and you'll see it from the front here. Head is through neutrally, I'm active, dead hanging on the bar, got a hollow hold position. Okay, controlling my core. Scap pull, relax. Scap pull, relax. Scap pull, relax. Got the idea? Now, I haven't really got a prescribed number. I just want you to get used to being able to do that. Maybe do like a couple of sets. Maybe this is a little bit of a warm-up before you get the momentum of jumping onto the next phase. But this is the third progression, scap pulls. Right, you're gonna get a little bit chalky now. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna do a kip swing to an arch. So we're trying to get that fluid motion, and you're gonna get a little bit more aggressive with your hollow and your arch position when you're kipping through, okay? So kip swing. What we're gonna do is we're gonna set up just like a scap pull, okay? From here, you're gonna dead hang, but from this position, we're gonna initiate a kip and arch through, kip, arch through, kip, arch through. And notice how I'm getting a little bit higher towards the bar. So what I'm trying to think is this position here to this position here. So it's just like a hollow hold into a full arch on the way through. When I'm through the bar here is when I'm arching, and then when I'm pulling back is when my lats are starting to engage, and I'm kipping myself a little bit more aggressive with the feet, with the hips, and you're still keeping your core engaged. Now, what seems to happen, what tends to happen when people sort of get tired out, lose the momentum, is they'll start swinging a little bit forward and back, and then the legs are going all over the place. Now what I want you to do is just drop down if that starts to happen. Try and stand yourself under the bar to start with. Let yourself dead hang first, and start again with nice straight legs, keeping that kip swing position. Okay? That is progression number 4. The next thing we're going to do is a 2-1-2 swing. Right, the next progression number 5, you're going to psych yourself up. You're going to do the 2-1-2 progression. Now, we're not talking Azealia Banks. You're not going to stick that on and you're going to automatically be able to do pull-ups. You're actually going to psych yourself up. You're going to do 2 kip swings like what we've just done. I hope in the last one you've actually practiced that and you've got like maybe 3 sets of 10 solid in the bank of you kipping and swinging and getting that momentum, because we're going to do 2 kip swings. We're going to do 1 big pull-up, really get aggressive, and then back to 2 kip swings. So I'm going to show you this now. Grab the bar, dead hang, kip, kip, pull up, kip, kip. Right, that's probably pretty quick, but I'll break it down for you. I'm kipping and arching just like what we did before. Twice. When I feel confident and I feel almost the weightlessness of my body. Once you get into that position where you're here, you will feel like your body weight is almost weightless. That is the initiation for you to pull towards the bar, get that chest to the bar, and then you're going to push away from the bar. Okay? So when we're doing kip and pull-ups, what I want you to think is from the side here, you are pulling your body up to the bar, and when you hit the top here to go straight back into the swing and the kip, you are actually bench pressing the bar away from yourself, so you come back through, back to this arch position. So I'm going to do that 2-1-2 one more time for you, and I want you to think about how I am moving in that sort of flow. Kip, kip, pull up, push off the bar, back to the kip. So as I'm pulling up, and once I feel that weightlessness at this position, that's when I pull up the bar and push back off. So that is your 2-1-2. This is before we start stringing together multiple reps. Right, this is the big one. The kip and pull-ups, you're going to mix in multiple reps. So I want you to understand, and I want you to really think about the flow. Okay, look at certain body parts that you might be struggling with and see how I start stringing reps together by kipping up, finding my point where I feel floatless, pulling towards the bar, but also pushing back off the bar to flow back through, okay? Like, I'm not an expert, I'm not the best person in the world in this. I'm just showing you the drills that I've been taught that help me, okay? So, multiple reps, what we're gonna do is, you're gonna be under the bar, your last progression, let yourself dead hang. Little kip, little kip. And that is your kip and pull up. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to let Joe maybe come from the side so you can see the flow that I come from the side and see my body position for when I'm coming through the bar here and then also when I'm pulling back up. So I'll show you 3 more reps pretty much right away. So you're gonna really see the bench press away from the bar here. Push, push. And that is your kipping pull-up, okay? So slow that down, maybe go back, rewind slightly if you want to see it. Understand how you've got to push away from the bar to flow straight back into the next rep. Now, like I say, I'm not the best pull-upper in the world. I'll catch my breath. I'm not the best person to pull-ups in the world, but that is something, it's 5 little drills, 5 little stepping stages that have helped me. You should really be able to do 2 or 3 strict pull-ups before you try it. So yeah, if you can't do that, maybe you should try and build that foundational strength first. But like I said, if you skip back a few videos, you'll be able to see strict pull-up work, and just hit me up in the comments below if you need a little bit of help with that. Right, a little bit out of breath in the last clip. Now, like I said, I'm not an expert with this, and these are 5 drills that have really massively helped me be able to get these together and be able to throw them into workouts. You should really have the baseline strength to do a strict pull-up first before you jump on the rig and try and do kipping. Should really definitely try and be able to do the hollow holds and the regressions before you do the kipping pull-up. Okay, if you want to check that out, hit me in the comments below if you need any more extra help. Let me know how you found the video. Let me know if you get kipping pull-ups, and then we'll see you in the next video for whatever we'll try to teach you next. Over and out for now.